looks like everything here is in place. Momo, you ready to go?
Yes, I'm. Okay, let me just say really quickly, because I have to say it. I am super nervous. So, you guys, please understand that I am just super nervous. But thank you for hosting me. First of all, Kay, I am so excited to be part of this stream right now. And yeah, I'm excited but nervous, so please understand.
Oh, no, that's totally understandable.
I'm ready.
And no, thanks for coming on the show. I appreciate it. Yeah, guys, welcome to the next episode of Who Wants to Be a Monado Heir? It's been a minute since the last one. So welcome to episode 5 at this point, I believe. And this time I'm joined by a huge Xenoblade fan, as well as a wonderful artist within the community, Momo.
Hi.
So, first things first that I always just ask of all my guests, Momo, what's your experience with, I guess, Xeno as a series, because you've gone beyond just Xenoblade, and you know, like, maybe one or two things you, like, really appreciate about it.
Okay, I'm gonna try to keep this super short because my, experience with Xenoblade is actually really kind of messy, but I'll try to explain it as, short and concise as possible. But I got super sick two and a half years ago, to the point where I was completely bedridden. And actually I was talking with MLX, who is my phone a friend, and he was telling me that he was playing this game because Torna DLC had just come out, and he sent me the scene where it's Milton preparing the meal in Torna, and then Mithra walks up and she starts trying to help out, and ever since that scene I was like, oh my god, I love this game, I want to watch the rest of it. And I love Mithra, the character. So I ended up watching that, and then I watched the video versions of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and then Xenoblade Chronicles 1. And then I finally got around to playing the games. Without Enel, I would have never been able to properly experience the games because I was one of those really awful people at video games who did not understand the battle combat. So I was about to give up at chapter 3, chapter 4, but ever since then, the story just hit really hard, and I was like, I love this series, I love these characters, and I want to know what the rest of the story is. And so I played through the rest of the story of 2, and then Definitive Edition came out last year, and I was so excited that I was going to finally be able to play it. And then in the midst of that, I actually ended up connecting with Enel when he, obviously, everybody knows how much he loves Xenosaga, right? And he ended up recommending me some music. He sent it to me, and he's like, these are my favorite songs, and these are why I like it. So his love for Xenosaga kind of got me into playing Xenosaga. So I looked into that also because of the connections between, the entire series, right? Xenogears, Xenosaga, Xenoblade. But yeah, so I just kind of fell in love with the characters themselves, and not to beat a dead horse, but I really love the fact that Pyra and Mithra are incredible female characters, and I love their designs, and I love the designs of everybody else in the series, and I just think, they're, unironically, I think they're really good role models. I'm gonna say it. So yeah, that's basically how I got into the series, and I think my favorite thing is probably one, the connections with other people, how the characters interact with each other, and then also I love the character designs, particularly Pyra and Mithra, and how they're kind of role models for me. So yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, I think going all the way back to the Torna scene, the one thing that just kills me in that is the lettuce chopping, and just the stack keeps getting higher. That's probably my favorite part of that moment. Yes. Let's go ahead and we'll just talk through our different lifelines that you're going to have at your disposal to use for here. So you're going to have 4 that you can go through and just use really at any time that you want. The first one of them is Shulk. Shulk is 50-50. I will cross off 2 incorrect answers, leaving 1 correct and 1 incorrect answer from you to choose from.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's Klaus. That's not Shulk.
Yeah, I was like, wait, did you move them around or did you change
flustered. Shulk? I'm still flustered. I don't know what's going on. All right, Shulk is the other one that nobody's used yet. Maybe that's why.
Yes.
So with Shulk, the way that this works is that, let's say you're on question 10, right? And you decide to use Shulk. I will give you a clue for an answer, any of the ones after, so 11 to 15. You'll know which question it is, but you're going to have to piece together what the clue is going to connect to.
Okay.
Aegis, so the way that this works is phone a friend. So, we got a friend here, and we're gonna be able to get the information that we want. As soon as you start reading the question, you're gonna have 30 seconds on the clock in order to talk and get an answer, hopefully. Finally, we have a Malphus. This one is going to involve you lovely people in the chat. I'm going to go ahead, if this one is used, and put a straw poll in there. You guys are going to be able to help Momo get the correct answer, hopefully, so we can clear for the rest of these questions. Do you have any questions about any of these lifelines?
No, I literally binge watched the episodes again last night.
Okay.
And I am super excited to get started.
All right, we got the studying up, so we respect it, the grind.
Yes.
All right, guys, let's figure out if Momo has what it takes to become our second Monado Heir here on the show.
Does she? Does she have what it takes? I think she does.
First question, our bonus question here. Which of these famous artists would most likely be a Pyra fan? Is it A, Vincent van Gogh, B, Georgia O'Keeffe, C, Raphael, or D, Banksy?
This is actually really, this is really interesting. Definitely not Banksy. Like, definitely not Banksy, I don't think.
Okay.
That might be my personal bias. I might out myself because I actually don't know very many, like, artists, but I feel like Raphael is probably the correct answer here, because man, Raphael's got so many beautiful bodies in his artwork, and, you know, not to sound weird, but I think he would appreciate the character design in, or the character design of Pyra. So I'm gonna say Raphael. Final answer.
This is a respectable answer here, honestly. And you know what? I would say that this is an answer of culture, because that's what the wager is on here. The answer I had was Vincent van Gogh, because they're both redheads. But,
okay.
Raphael, I like your logic. I actually think yours is a lot more thought out than mine was. So,
okay.
That's okay.
They're both
That's
valid.
Okay.
They're both valid. They're both valid.
Right, exactly. So we can go on from here, and let's actually get into the real questions here at this point.
And this is the only question that I'm gonna get wrong, you guys. This is all of my bad luck out of the way.
500 gold. Gar Plains is located on what part of the Bionis' body? Is it A, the lower back, B, the head, C, the right leg, or D, the hip?
Oh no, this is already bad, because I am so bad with my Xenoblade 1 stuff. Oh my god, it's been like 6 months since I played. I'm such a big fan. It's definitely not the head. It's definitely not the right leg. I believe it's the hip. I don't think it's the lower back, because I think the lower back is Aerith C. It's not the head, like I said. It's not the right leg. I kind of want to say the hip, but I also don't want to get screwed already at the first question. I kind of want to use a lifeline. I know that's super lame, but I think I'm gonna ask the audience. I'm gonna ask the audience just to make sure. I have to. I'm sorry.
It's totally fair. So, alright guys, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go and put this poll in the chat for y'all so we can help out Momo to get this answer here. Alright guys, the poll is there in the chat, so go ahead and cast your votes in here. Let's help Momo out on this one.
Moments later.
And time. Momo, so we have...
Please tell me I was right.
19 votes for the right leg.
Really?
And
the right
that
leg.
is the only one that got votes.
Okay. Wow, I feel dumb. Okay, well, I'm gonna believe everybody then, and I'm gonna say the right leg. Final answer. I trust you guys.
Momo, you are correct. It is the right leg.
The audience is correct in this case. Thank you guys for saving my butt.
So yeah, Gar Plains is like, it's not the entirety of the right leg, but it's like the biggest area and everything.
So climbing up through Tephra Caves, then, that's climbing up through the inside of its leg, and then once you get up, that's the knee, isn't it? It's the knee, right? Okay, now I'm stupid. Now I understand. I should have done that. That's okay. It's okay, we did it.
Okay, we still have 3 lifelines here on the table. See how this goes from here. Question number 2. For 1,000 gold, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 takes place how many years after the events of Torna, the Golden Country? Is it A, 300, B, 500, C, 800, or D, 1,000?
It's 500 years, right? 500 years. I'm gonna say 500 years. B is my final answer.
Momo, you are correct. It is 500 years.
Yes. Thank you.
Question number 3 for 2,000 gold. Klaus is the name of Zanz's human counterpart, but what is the name of Maynif's? Is it A, Linata, B, Eleonora, C, Ioana, or D, Galea?
D, Galea, final answer.
We're correct, it is Galea.
We had actually an interesting conversation last night about who one of the bosses might be, and if it may be Galea yesterday, so...
Oh, yeah, I'm a firm believer of it, personally. I know some people might think I'm crazy, but I feel pretty confident in that. I don't know, something about it.
Yes, I'm with you on that one.
So, question number 4, actually very topical.
Yes.
This was made before this happened, but For 3,000 gold, which of these Xenoblade gals has not gotten a figure from Good Smile Company yet? Is it A. Fiora, B. Melia, C. Pyra, or D. Mifra?
Which one has Momo not pre-ordered and then also not immediately taken an emergency commission to have the money for the pre-order down? I'm thinking it's A. Fiora. Final answer.
You are correct. It is Fiora. What's funny is this was originally going to be Nia in this spot, and then Nia's figure came out. I was like, oh, thank God I don't have to edit that.
Amazing.
Final question here in this rotation, and then we get to our first checkpoint.
Okay.
5,000 gold. What is the name of Mifra's level 4 special, which is also used to wipe out Sever and Abrona at the Alephro ruins? Is it A. Divine Sword, B. Hello Mortem Tyrannus, C. Whiteout, or D. Sacred Arrow?
I have to laugh at B. That's not my answer. I just have to laugh at it because that's really funny. Like that's a really funny fake answer. But I'm gonna say D. Sacred Arrow. Final answer.
Momo, for 5,000 gold. You are correct. It is Sacred Arrow.
Yes.
Sacred Arrow coming in clutch in the Smash trailer today too. So
yes. And how could I call myself a Mithra fan if I didn't know that?
And yeah, actually be there. Abuela Mortem Tyrannus. That's Corvin's level 4, I believe. It's like all of his are like Latin names and everything. There we go. So 5 questions out of the way. 10 more. How you feeling right now?
Honestly, I'm a little disappointed in myself that that I almost messed up on the first question, but it's okay. It's the bad luck out of the way first. We got this.
Yeah. I mean, you cleared for the other 4 too, so that's a good sign of what's to come here. And go ahead and jump into question number 6 here.
Yes, I am ready.
All right, guys, it is time. Let's go into question number 6 here. 7,500 gold. In what area in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 does this song play? With that, is it A, the Ancient Vessel, B, Spirit Crucible Elpis, C, Elysium, or D, Lephirian Archipelago?
Well, I know for a fact it's not Elysium, and it is not the Lephirian Archipelago. And my gut instinct was Spirit Crucible Elpis, but then the Ancient Vessel is kind of throwing me off here a little bit. It's definitely not Elysium or Lephirian Archipelago. Crap, I should have paid more attention when I was going through the Spirit Crucible.
It's okay, nobody likes that area.
Exactly. Like, you just go in there and you're like, please let me out. Like, it's just like, just want out.
Not fun to navigate. It is not fun to navigate in my eyes.
Not at all. Not at all. I don't think it's Spirit Crucible Elpis now. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think it is the Ancient Vessel. But just to be safe, watch it knock out the bottom 2. Can I use Klaus? Can I use Klaus to...
Can use Klaus.
Cross out 2 answers. Please don't let it be the bottom ones. I will cry if it's the bottom ones.
Alright guys, we are going to be using Klaus here, which is our 50-50, so 2 incorrect answers are going to be crossed off the board. The power of RNGesus, let's find out what we get.
Please be kind.
2 that are crossed off are B, Spirit Crucible Elpis, and D, Lephirian Archipelago.
Okay, then it's A, final answer, the Ancient Vessel.
Well, you are correct, it is the Ancient Vessel.
Yes, I knew it.
Jesus,
Thank God.
Smiling down.
Thank God.
Time for the next question. 10,000 gold. Which character in Xenoblade Chronicles lacks the ability to inflict topple via an art?
Oh, shoot.
A, Melia, B, Rhine, C, Sharla, or D, Shulk?
Oh, crap. I should have used it for this one. Okay, Melia can do it because she has Starlight Kick. Ryan can definitely do it. I don't know what the art is. I don't think Shulk can topple, can he? I don't think he can. And I'm not using another lifeline. If I mess up here, I mess up here. And I never use Sharla. Okay, straight up. Oh man, I don't think MLX would know this answer either. So I'm kind of screwed on that one. Crap. Well, Shulk might be able... Shulk can topple, right? With one of the... he has a... oh my god, he can topple because he has... I don't know if it's Monado Cyclone. I remember the Monado arts based off of their kanji characters. I don't remember it based off of their English names. I think Shulk is able to topple, now that I think about it. And it would make no sense for Charlotte to be able to topple either. I'm also gonna say I think Shulk has a topple art, because I know that Malos can topple, like give you topple status in his boss fights when he is back at full power or whatever. So that's why I want to say Shulk can topple, Ryan can topple, Melia can topple. I don't think Charlotte can. So Charlotte C is my final answer.
Oh, a lot of thought went into this answer here. You gotta respect that.
Yeah.
Pulling from a lot of different sources here.
Don't tell me I'm wrong, please.
You are absolutely correct. It is Charlotte.
Yes. Yes, thank God.
As soon as you start saying Monado Cyclone, I wish the chat could see, because right now I was just getting this grin. I was like, oh, okay, all right, she's on the right track. She's on the right track here.
It was Monado Cyclone, was it? It is, because that's what I think Malos uses in the boss fight, where that topples you, right? It's Monado Cyclone.
That was a pull that I would have never even considered. So that kudos to you for that one.
I came to win.
There you go, 10,000 gold in the win.
Yes.
We're on the grind here. We're probably about the halfway point. So let's go on to our next question. 15,000 gold. Mentioned in an interview, what was the one regret that director Tetsuya Takahashi said they were able to fix with Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition? Is it A, the graphics, B, Melia's conclusion, C, streamlining side quests, or D, casual mode?
Damn, I straight up don't know this answer because I don't pay attention to the real people who like work on the game. I genuinely don't know this. Okay, but if I had to guess based off of like Tetsuya Takahashi and like the impression that I get from his work, it either has to be Melia's conclusion or it has to be the graphics. But my brain is telling me it's not the graphics, because I feel like even though form is very important in the Xeno series, like you can see it from Xenogears has an amazing art direction, Xenosaga has amazing art direction, except for the second game, but we don't talk about the second game. And then Xenoblade also has incredible art direction. I feel like that would be like a cherry on the top. I'm like 1,000% sure he does not care about streamlining side quests, and he does not care about casual mode. There's no way. Future Connected, the way that it was presented, as it was like Future Connected is connecting the games or the series together. It was presented as being much more, this is my opinion, but it was presented as being much more substantial than what I feel like the experience I got out of it was. But from Takahashi's perspective, perhaps that was like a really important part of re-releasing Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Graphics, streamlining side quests, that's the cherry on the top. I want to say Melia's conclusion, the final answer.
Almost. So we're going with the more narrative approach here with our answer here.
Yes. Give me good news. Give me good news, please.
I am sorry.
No!
A, the graphics.
Really? Oh my god, that's so annoying. Really?
So there were a couple outlets that reported on it. I think it was because an article from The Verge posted on it.
Mm-hmm.
He said the one thing was the graphics. He just really wanted to fix the graphics, and that's kind of like the one big thing that everybody complains about with the original Xenoblade.
And of course, like, what do I know? I'm a Final Fantasy XII fan. You know what I mean? Oh man, that sucked.
Sorry, the journey to Monado Heir does end here. However, would you like to just go for the rest of the questions and keep playing with those?
Yes, I definitely want to. Yes.
Let's go ahead and go on to our next question here. 25,000 gold. What character from the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 universe says the following quote? See the divine flame of life and piss over it. We're geniuses at that. A, Malphus, B, Akos, C, Gort, or D, Malos?
Wait, okay, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 universe, then you are including Torna, right?
I'll specify that. So anything in the world of all rest, so Torna and 2.
Okay. I don't see Gort saying that, though. I don't think Gort really cares about that. I don't think that's Akos. God, I'm a fake fan. The one that reaches out to me the most is Malos. It can't be Gort. Gort doesn't give a crap about that. I'm gonna say Malos. I mean, the game's already over, right? So Malos D is my final answer.
Momo, you are correct. It is Malos. Cutscene's called Clashing Steel. It's when Adam and the rest of the Torna crew are fighting Malos, and then they all just get blown back. So it happens in that cutscene. I believe this should be our final question before the second checkpoint, which is for 50,000 gold. Okay. Which of the 7 deadly sins does the English and Japanese names for the Argentum Trade Guild allude to?
That one has to be greed. I don't know what it is. I only know Ira. And that is for, what's it called, right? Ira is Torna. I think it has to be greed, right? Because it's the trade guild. So I'm gonna say greed. B. Final answer.
Correct, it is greed. Yeah, so I figured that this one, throw in a little bit of the maybe kind of like Japanese question in here, but yeah, I believe the Latin name literally translates to silver too, so.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I learned something today. Awesome. I don't know what it is in Japanese. I normally play games in Japanese, but Xenoblade is one of the series where it's like the English is just too good.
I'm gonna completely butcher this. I just double checked it. It's like Avaritia Shokai?
Oh,
The Japanese?
Is it Avaritia? Avaritia. Yeah, Avaritia.
Okay, yeah, I was like, I took Japanese for like a semester. I was gonna butcher it, so. But
It's okay. Your pronunciation was good.
yeah, cool. We take that. Last 5 questions. So for 75,000 gold, which of the following regions can be found on the Tornin Titan? A, the Loscom region. B, the Bonero region. C, the Aletta region. Or D, the Okario region.
Oh, it's you know what really jumps out to me though is Aletta. Aletta jumps out to me. I know I know A is not correct. It's definitely not A. So I'm gonna say C, Aletta region. Final answer.
You're correct. It is the Aletta region.
Yes.
All right, and 150,000 gold. Xenoblade Chronicles X, which of the following is not a selectable division within Blade? A, Outfitters, B, Reclaimers, C, Forerunners, or D, Pathfinders?
In my defense, I never played Xenoblade Chronicles X. I just want to say that right now. So.
We talked about it, so that's why I was like, if I'm gonna put any X question in here, it's not gonna be until like the final 3 or anything, so.
Yeah. I'm gonna actually ask MLX, so I'm gonna phone a friend because he loves Xenoblade Chronicles X, and I'm pretty sure he'll probably know the answer to this. Can I phone MLX?
Let's call up MLX.
Ring, ring. Here I am.
Hey. So, do you need me to read it to you, or do you see it?
I see it.
Okay.
I haven't played in forever, but I do recall 3 of these easily.
Okay. I know Pathfinders, right?
Yes. Do you want me to tell you the answer right now?
Yes.
It's Forerunners.
Okay. So I will go with what MLX has said and say Forerunners. Final answer.
Yes, you are correct. It is Forerunners. So this is our 3rd to last question, I think, here, for 250,000 gold.
Before, I was gonna ask if I can use Shulk, if I can see a vision of a future question. Okay.
I can do that. Hold on. The first time Shulk has been used, so I'm really happy right now, actually.
I was like, that's the number one thing is I am going to use Shulk, but I'm not going to use him super early, so. Okay, that's a really interesting hint. It's the Osborns. Okay, Shulk, I'm worried, but I hope you're okay.
In gem crafting, which of these is the name of Fiora's unique quality when she takes the role as shooter? Is it A, gentle bonus, B, impatient shooter, C, combo master, or D, cylinder plus?
I have no idea. I literally have not done gem crafting since like July of last year. Impatient shooter sounds like Ryan. Cylinder plus I think is Shulk. Combo master. Oh, it has to be combo master. Hello, because that's what Fiora does, right? And I was thinking maybe gentle bonus, but I think gentle bonus is Melia because it like matches her character. But combo master seems like it would. Well, combo master could either be Dunban or it could be Fiora, but I feel like it's Fiora because that's what her playstyle is based off of. But I could be wrong. It's definitely not B and D though, because like I said, I think B is Rhine, D I think is Shulk. So I'm gonna go with my gut. I'm gonna say C, combo master. Final answer.
This one is cylinder plus. Actually, you're
Is it
right.
really?
Yeah, combo masters is Dunban.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see. So this is the one that the hint is going to be used for.
Okay.
My notes lied to me. So
Okay.
for 500,000 gold, although Zeke goes by many nicknames during Xenoblade Chronicles 2, what is
I already
Zeke's
know the
full
answer.
name?
I already know the answer. It's A.
Okay.
Final answer. Sorry, but it's A. It all
You're
makes
correct.
sense. It all
It is
makes
Ozzy Clyrus Brodhob Tuntel. Yeah, so that's the Ozzy Osbourne came in there, so that's
sense. Yes. It all makes sense.
Right, and this is our final question.
Okay.
Million gold. Alice's voice actor, David Mencken, provided several years of voice work for which of these TV series? A. Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends. B. Star Wars The Clone Wars. C. Adventure Time. or D, King of the Hill?
A, final answer, Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends. Bam. Give me my 1 million gold. I know that's the answer. I know.
Hold up. When we were talking and you said voice actor stuff, I don't know that. I was like, okay, well, I'll save that one as our last question.
Okay, but do you know?
Nailed that.
Do you know how many Thomas the Tank Engine memes there are? Like, if I didn't know that, that's like basically public knowledge at this point. Like, that was like, if you had asked me like about, so Dunban's voice actor, the only reason I know about that is because I love Dunban's voice so much. But like, if you'd asked me, like, let's say Dunban, like what show, like what British show is he in, I would have known he was in that show, but I wouldn't have been like, oh, I don't know like what it's called or anything like that. But Mala, first of all, Mala's my boy. Second of all, the meme factor of the fact that he's freaking Thomas the Tank. Like, that's literally who he is. He's Thomas the Tank Engine. Like, come on. If I didn't know that.
Okay, well, I have only seen one meme, so I thought this one was going to be obscure, but all right, well, excuse me while I sit the hell down. I am way off base. Yes, you were correct. Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, he did a voice in it, which that is just the funniest thing to me. You knocked that one out of the park. And honestly, I think in the grand scheme of thing, if we look at like your entire run, I think you only had about 2 questions wrong, right? Out of the 15,
2.
So that's pretty damn good, honestly.
Thank you.
So thank you for coming on the show, Momo. I greatly appreciate it.
I mean, I'm super happy that I was able to come on here because Sig actually posted like the fact, I think he didn't post it. I saw someone else post like a link to Sig's in another Discord server, and I watched it and then I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And so I started watching through them, and then I saw Sig had an episode and I watched that one and I was like, oh my god, that's my boy Sig. And it was amazing. It was amazing. But yeah, I'm just really happy to be here and I'm happy to have been able to participate.
No, for sure. Anytime. And well, I thank you also for the help, both in terms of the questions and technical support, because apparently I cannot do that stuff. So we appreciate you in here.
Anytime.
Momo, just as a final thing too, where can people find you?
So I'm most active on Twitter. Just look up mom0ka with a 0, so mom0ka. That's gonna be me right now. I think my handle is, or like my tag is like Xenoblade Saga Hugbox. So if you see that person, that's me. I have a Mithra profile picture right now. I generally post artwork, but I also kind of like to post like meaningful screenshots from the games as well as I play through them and share some thoughts too. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and check me out. I'd love to see you guys there.
I think my mic just died literally as soon as you finished. I was gonna say, is there like a print shop that you have too, where people can be able to like check out like, you know, your artwork and purchase it too?
Yes. Okay, thank you for standing, by the way. Yes. Okay, so you can go to mom0ka, mom0ka with a 0.bigcartel.com. I sell prints on there. And then also, if I am allowed to promo Anel's t-shirt shop, I actually do make money off of sales that are made from his t-shirt shop. So if you want to support 2 awesome creators in the Xeno space, yeah, go ahead and check out Anel's shop. I think you can find the link on his YouTube channel.
Awesome. And yeah, definitely guys, make sure to go check out her work. Really great artwork. But all right guys, thank you so much for joining us here on episode 5 of Who Wants to Be a Monado Heir. I appreciate your support and just watching when this video is eventually uploaded, or just hanging out here in the chat. It's very much appreciated. But on that note, I will catch you guys later, and until next time.